Get your baby daddy off my phone. Because if you text me about that nigga again, I'm telling you, I'm going to fuck him through the mattress. Tell that nigga stop calling me. Tell your baby daddy to stop calling me. Because I know he's watching. I know you watching, bitch. I know you somewhere on here. Tell that man to leave me alone. He can't get none of this no more. Anyways, y'all. I got an unexpected phone call. All right.
Nikaja Johnson was only 24 years old, but she had already turned her gift into a hustle. A tarot reader with a growing online following, she spent her days pulling cards, giving spiritual guidance, and collecting her coins across multiple social media platforms. For a young mother of two who had recently climbed her way out of homelessness, life finally seemed to be moving in the right direction. The bills were getting paid, the views were coming in, and her future looked brighter than it had in years. But while Johnson was focused on building a life, somebody else was focused on tearing it down. You know how some people claim they're unbothered, but somehow spend every waking moment watching, stalking, commenting, and obsessing? Well, according to friends and followers, that seemed to be the situation Nikaja found herself trapped in. The baby mother of a man she was no longer involved with allegedly refused to let the relationship die, turning social media into a battlefield of harassment, accusations, and online intimidation. Johnson tried everything, ignoring her, calling attention to the behavior, laughing it off, and moving on with her life. But while Nikaja thought she was dealing with internet drama, someone else was allegedly treating it like a personal mission. And when she went live one final time, the response she received wasn't another comment, another threat, or another argument. It was something far more permanent, something Johnson never saw coming. Nikaja was born in Chicago, Illinois, before later relocating to East St. Louis, another city where struggle often arrives before opportunity. Growing up wasn't easy. Money wasn't always available. Stability wasn't always guaranteed. Yet somehow she kept finding ways to survive. Then she became a mother, and motherhood changed everything. While some people use hardship as an excuse, Johnson used it as motivation. There were periods where life became so difficult that she and her daughter found themselves living out of a vehicle. Imagine trying to convince a child everything is okay while you're sleeping in a car. But every morning she got up and kept hustling because that's what mothers do. They don't get sick days. They don't get pity parties. And they don't get to quit. Nikaja figured it out the only way she knew how, through tarot cards. While most people were scrolling social media looking for gossip, she was building a business. Online, she went by names like Kaya, the Empress, and Nikaja, the Alchemist. Night after night, she'd sit inside her vehicle conducting tarot readings for clients. Some people laughed, others paid, and the second group mattered more. Eventually, those readings started generating real money. Then came the case that changed everything. A young woman named Kimani Lateeg had disappeared, and social media was flooded with theories. Nikaja performed a reading and publicly shared her belief that the young woman was dead and that someone close to her was responsible. Whether people believed in tarot or not suddenly didn't matter. The internet was hooked.
Hey guys, it's currently 3:06. I'm sorry if you can hear the helicopter. It's currently 3:06 in the morning. And I was just scrolling on Facebook and I came across the picture of Kimani Lateeg, and it immediately sparked my interest because I have a daughter of my own. As y'all know, I am following the case of Naziah Harris, and I just want to give these kids the justice that they deserve. Whether they be alive or whether they are no longer with us. Excuse me. Now, I pulled a couple cards for Kimani Lateeg to see, what exactly happened to her, who did who did something to her, and if she is still alive or if she is no longer with us. Now, off bat, I'm seeing there was a man who was in jail who recently got out of jail. What crimes did he commit when he was, like, in order for him to go to jail in the first place? Spirit is not showing me that. But this man is connected to the mother. Now, the mother may be acting gullible and may be acting as if she does not know what is going on. But, however, this is not true. Kimani Lateef is no longer with us. This man that's connected to the mother killed this baby and left her. I'm getting behind a house. Behind some type of house. Behind some type of big house, big building. And covered her with grass. Covered her with leaves. I am smelling some type of fire. So I want to say she may be burned. He may have burned her. As you can see, he's trying to get rid of all the evidence. He's trying to burn all of the evidence. The items, the clothing that she had on. Not the clothing that was left at her grandma's house. The clothing she had on. This baby is near an abandoned house. In an abandoned building or behind an abandoned house. Covered in leaves, sticks. Who did this to her? The grandma was a part of this. The grandma is protecting a man. And it might be the dad that this grandma is protecting. I'm getting that this grandma that was near Kimani Lateef is the mother of Kimani's father. And she is protecting this man. Anything else for Kimani, spirit? Yes, Pa. Her dad played a part in this murder as well. Now, I'm not sure if the cousin was the man who was recently released out of jail, because it is said that the dad had his cousin to go over there and house sit with Kimani. The dad is a part of this as well. Any more information for Kimani Lateef, spirit? The bushes or the leaves that she may be near behind this house, you will find white flowers. I'm not sure what these specific type of flowers are called, but y'all can see. You will find bushes of these flowers where Kimani is. They dug this baby a shallow grave. And it's going to take a long time before she gets justice because they hid her so well.
Almost overnight, Johnson's social media exploded. Followers multiplied. Comments poured in. Her Facebook grew. Her TikTok grew. Most importantly, her income grew. For the first time in a long time, life was finally moving in the right direction. The woman who had once struggled to keep a roof over her head was able to secure an apartment. And the mother who used to worry about where she and her daughter would sleep finally had some stability. By the end of the year, she welcomed another child into the world, a son. By all accounts, she adored both of her children. They weren't just her kids. They were her purpose, her motivation, and her reason for pushing through every obstacle life placed in front of her. Unfortunately, success tends to attract attention, and not all attention is good. While Nikaja was building a platform and creating a better life for herself, she had also become entangled in something far older than social media, a love triangle. The kind of situation that has destroyed relationships, friendships, and entire families long before Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube ever existed. Johnson became involved with a man who already had a woman in his life, and that woman allegedly wasn't taking the situation lightly. Now let's be honest. Humanity has figured out how to put people in space, build artificial intelligence, and create computers that fit in our pockets. Yet people are still throwing their lives away over individuals who can't remain faithful. Somehow the person doing the cheating always ends up becoming a supporting character while everyone else turns themselves into the main attraction. According to friends and followers, tension between Nikaja and Brian Bess had been brewing online for quite some time. There were posts, comments, videos, arguments, and enough social media drama to keep strangers entertained for weeks. Nikaja appeared to laugh much of it off, sometimes addressing it directly and other times telling Brian to simply leave her alone. But the conflict never truly disappeared. Then on June 3rd, while live streaming a tarot reading from her vehicle, Bess allegedly attempted to contact her. According to reports, Nikaja dismissed the call and continued her live stream. Authorities say Bess recognized where she was parked, drove to the area, and opened fire while Johnson sat inside her vehicle near a stop sign. She was rushed to a nearby hospital, but did not survive her injuries. She was only 24 years old. Investigators quickly began piecing together what happened. Given the public nature of the ongoing conflict, authorities didn't have to start from scratch. Illinois State Police worked alongside the East St. Louis Police Department to investigate the shooting. Evidence was gathered, witnesses were interviewed, and within days authorities identified Brian as the suspect. On June 5th, the St. Clair County State's Attorney's Office charged Bess with first-degree murder.
Well, new tonight, this Swansea woman now faces charges in an East St. Louis murder. Illinois State Police say Brian Bess is the person who pulled the trigger, shooting and killing Nikaja Johnson. Police say this happened June 3rd inside of Johnson's car while she was stopped at a stop sign on 25th and Ridge Avenue.
Justice moved quickly, but quick justice doesn't heal grief. It doesn't tuck children into bed. It doesn't answer difficult questions. And it certainly doesn't replace a mother. Today, 2 young children must grow up without the woman who fought so hard to build a better future for them. A family must learn how to live with a loss that never should have happened. Another life has been added to a growing list of tragedies fueled by jealousy, obsession, and misplaced anger. The saddest part of this story isn't the social media drama, the live stream, or even the criminal charges. The saddest part is that 2 children lost their mother over a situation that should have never escalated this far. Nikaja survived homelessness. She survived struggle. She survived instability. She survived every obstacle life threw her way. But she couldn't survive another person's rage.